And the camps are starting. What is up, Finn fans? Day one of OTAs in the books. I have some videos for you, about 3 of them we're going to talk about. I have a little more tidbits, some behind-the-scenes stories on the schedule, and we know how much Melvin Ingram is getting paid by the Miami Dolphins. Before we jump into all that, I have to shout out a new member, and Ben W. Thank you so much for joining the membership. If you guys would like to join the membership, it is the join button right next to the subscribe button. And if you notice on the home page, I have all of you guys on there. So some people, like when they come on the homepage, they could see all you members that are supporting the channel, helping it grow, helping me do this thing on a daily basis like I'm doing for you guys. So if you don't know, OTA started today. It's today, tomorrow, Wednesday. Then it's next Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. And then it is the first, let me pull it up. I think it's the 1st and the 2nd. It's mandatory mini camp is the 1st and 2nd of June, and then it's the 6th and 7th of June, and the 9th and 10th of June. And then after the 10th, they go on a break, and then training camp starts mid to late July. But today, yes, was the first day of the OTAs, closed off to the media, but the Dolphins did put out some videos. I will pop up the videos. There's only 3 videos that I know of. One is just some low workouts where they're, working on their low bounce and, getting down there. And then the other video is Garrett Dokes having a catch. But the big video is the deep pass and catch in stride from Tua Tagovailoa to Jalen Waddle. Now, this makes me laugh, right? Because this pass happens, there's some pressure in his face, but again, Tua's not going to get touched, especially in OTAs. We can't see who the cornerback is that got beat. We can't see who the offensive lineman who's got beat. It isn't Teron Armstead. Christian Wilkins gets in there, gets into his face, but again, he won't get hit. So Tua doesn't have that fear of him getting hit. So he just slings it. Great pass. I know people are already like looking at it and pulling out a magnifying glass and saying, "Oh, there's a little bit of a wobble there." Bull. Can't please everybody. I just find the hypocrisy and the not keeping the same energy quite funny, right? Because obviously the underthrow from Tua to Tyreek Hill was scrutinized to the moon and back on social media, on Twitter, articles, ESPN, NFL Network. It was scrutinized. Tua's underthrowing Tyreek Hill. Oh, he should have never went there. And that was a beautiful pass in stride. Jalen Waddle catches it and keeps on going. And what do you hear? It's just in pads, wide open. There's a little bit of Waddle at the end. Oh, I just have to come back fast. Never keep the same energy. Never keep. I just find it funny. And just so you know, that's how it's going to be. You're going to have, and I said this time and time again, you have the diehard fanatic Tua fans that will defend this man till their dying breath. And on the very other end of the spectrum, you have these fans that just have this huge disdain for Tua. It doesn't matter if he does good, if he does anything that's worth praising. They don't want to hear it because for the past 2 years, it's not what we were advertised. And this man stinks and get him out of here. I'd rather have a garbage can with arms than Tua Tagovailoa because I just can't stand the kid. Blah, blah. 2 different ends of the spectrum. Both of them are going to be doing their thing. And then you got us in the middle. Dolphin fans, us in the middle, just sitting there watching this, enjoying it. And just enjoying watching a football being thrown around because we have to wait until August for meaning football. But that's essentially what I got for you for OTAs today. I apologize. But tomorrow the media will be there, so I'll hopefully have more, maybe some more play-by-plays and stuff. If you're new to the channel, first off, welcome. Thank you for hitting that subscribe button. I love you with all of my heart. I break down all of the OTAs. I break down all of the training camps. So I give you play-by-play from the training camps, and if OTAs gives out play-by-play, I give you play-by-plays. I can't give you video if there is no video. Just know that. I will not be going to training camp this year. I wish I could, but I won't because I am going to two games this year, one here against the Jets, and I'm going to the Steelers game. So I won't be going to training camp. I have to pick and choose, and I prefer to go a game. But that's what you're getting from me for OTAs and training camp. So I just want to give you a brief update on that and tell you what happened quickly on OTAs today. The other thing I want to talk about, I didn't bring it up the other day, I completely forgot, the joint practice. Last year it was with the Bears and the Falcons. This year the Dolphins play the Buccaneers week 1. Then I think they play the Raiders and the Eagles. August 13th is the Bucs in Tampa, then home for the Raiders, home for the Eagles on the 20th, on the 27th. None of it's going to be nationally televised, so we're all going to have to get the NFL Network if you don't live in the Miami area. So the first joint practice this year is with Tampa Bay because they play them preseason 1. So I'm pretty sure that'll be open to fans in Tampa. I'm pretty sure. I'm not 100%. I'll give you guys the updates on that. But instantly joint practice in Tampa with the Bucs. So it's going to be very, very interesting. Also, real quick, let's talk about Melvin Ingram. He signed a 1-year reported worth of $5 million. So there's probably a ton of incentives. Again, I don't have the actual contract breakdown, but I just have that it's a 1-year deal worth a reported $5 million. So it's probably around, like I said, 3 or 4 million with incentive base for playing time and sacks numbers and all that stuff to probably get him up to 5 million. It's a good contract, especially for a guy who's still productive. He's still productive. If you look at his snap to production ratio, it's actually still pretty good. Then the last thing I want to talk about, I have some more news and some behind-the-scenes stories about the Miami Dolphins schedule. Now, there was all these rumors coming out about the Dolphins are playing on Thanksgiving against the Lions, but we heard the same thing in 2019 when we were playing against the Cowboys on Thanksgiving, and that didn't end up happening. But what I'm hearing is this, right? From the schedule maker himself. He talked about the Steelers game, right? The Dolphins are playing the Steelers on Sunday Night Football. Normally, Sunday Night Football is made for big, hard hitters, right? Like you'll have the Chargers and the Chiefs on Sunday Night Football. You'll have the Bengals and the Ravens on Sunday Night Football. You know, just these big powerhouse teams taking on each other. Sunday Night Football, Tampa Bay and Green Bay. Sunday Night Football. Monday Night Football is meh. And then Thursday Night Football is like a guaranteed. Everyone seems to have to play a Thursday Night Football game. But the Dolphins and the Steelers on Sunday Night Football surprised the heck out of me because the Steelers aren't great, right? They don't really have a quarterback right now. And the Dolphins, I think, are pretty good, but I don't think this is a big matchup that's worthy of Sunday Night Football. What the schedule maker said was the reason why this became a Sunday Night Football game, he was thinking about it because it's the 50th anniversary of the perfect season, and the Dolphins beat the Steelers to get to the Super Bowl for that perfect season. So there was that thought process. But he said once the Miami Dolphins added Tyreek Hill is when he put it in there. Tyreek Hill, the star power he has and the dynamic play on field that he has, pushed the Dolphins into getting that Sunday Night Football matchup. So Tyreek Hill was the one who put the Dolphins in there and the story, right? Also, he said that the Dolphins asked for back-to-back 49ers-Chargers game. For obvious reasons, they're going to stay over that. But to me, that's going to be the toughest stretch. Not the first 4 and the last 4, but facing the 49ers, the Chargers, and Buffalo. Because you're at 49ers, at LA, at Buffalo. That's going to be the hardest stretch there, and I will be happy if the Dolphins can pull one of the 3 games out as a win. That's going to be a hard stretch for the Dolphins, in my opinion. The other thing, starting the season opening up home against the Patriots, the Dolphins, again, asked for that, and were granted because the Week 2 game, Lady Gaga is going to be using their stadium for a concert. So that's why they are playing in Baltimore Week 2, and they didn't want to open up the season back-to-back away games. So there's that reason for that. And finally, the Dolphins were in contention for Thanksgiving game against the Lions, but the schedule maker thought that the Tua Burrow matchup was a little bit more enticing for Thursday Night Football, and that's why that is Week 4 in Cincinnati. And that's what I got for you behind the scenes schedule stuff. But yeah, that's what I got for you. Tomorrow, like I said, is going to be open to the media. So hopefully, maybe they'll give us a little play-by-plays. But this is what we have to realize, right? Going into OTAs and stuff. You can't get a real good grasp on the linebackers, on the run game, on the pass blocking, on the run blocking, and on the pass rush until pads come on. So when training camp starts and during OTAs and stuff, you essentially are just looking at how the corners cover the wide receivers, how the wide receivers get away from the corners, and how the passing goes. Not how they handle pressure, not how any of this stuff would be sacks and stuff like that, because we don't know how the pass rush, the pass blocking, and all that stuff will be impacted until pads come on, until there's actual contact happening. So keep that in your mind when you're hearing all these play-by-plays and stories coming out of OTAs, and especially training camp when they don't have the pads on. But again, when we get closer to training camp, I'll tell you the dates that are open to the public. I will tell you the dates that they will have pads on, and I will tell you, the scrimmage dates. I'll tell you everything once we get closer to training camp. But I still have a ton of videos for you guys, even during that month where they go on break. I'm still going to give you guys the position battles going into training camp. I'm going to rank the AFC East positions. I still have a ton of fun videos for you guys to keep you guys entertained during this very boring month, because it's going to start getting real dead in NFL land. But other than that, guys, I'll see you tomorrow with day 2 of the OTAs. And again, for people who are wondering, it stands for Organized Team Activities. But I'll see you guys tomorrow. And again, if you haven't checked out the hype video that I made for the Miami Dolphins schedule, I will post it in the end card again, so you can click on that. But other than that, like usual, stay classy. Fins up.